What's going on, party goers? It's Friday. It's a little earlier than usual, but it's the Collective Gamescast. You know us. You follow us on Twitter at the Collective GC, and you like to listen to our stupid ramblings about games and other nonsense. With me tonight is Chris.
What's up?
And Cookie Ninja. Better known as Drew. Yeah, so it's kind of a weak weekend, if you can say that. There's really not much going on this weekend, So we figure we get the show started a little early, give people something to look forward to, All right. Chris, what's going on with you this week, man? Anything?
Yeah. I think it was last episode. I was talking about World of Warcraft and how it was bad. Was that the week before?
That thing's like herpes, man. It just keeps coming back.
Keeps coming back, man. It's like as soon as I went on my rant about how they change things, I get a text from a friend saying he's getting it back into it, and he's going to build a PC. And so, I started thinking about it more, and then it just happened. It just happened. Yep, it just happened, man.
I don't know how my cock got in there. It just did.
It just did.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah. So last weekend, that's what I did with Matt, and then it's been pretty much it. World of Warcraft, yeah. It's pretty easy to level on that now. So we started fresh characters. Probably
they pay you to level up now, right?
It pretty much seems that way.
Please get addicted to our crack. Here, have the first dose for free.
Let's put it this way. I want to say before I came out here, so that's like 4 or 5 years ago, we had a good group playing, and it took us a long time to get to 20, right? Then, now, you pop some heirlooms on there, you go from 1 to 10 within 40 minutes, and then you go from 10 to 40 within a couple hours of playing. We hit 40 and we're like, oh shit, dude. I don't ever remember leveling this fast. It's they made it super easy to level, so you don't have to worry about that. They also give you a character boost, so there's that. But
okay.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing.
Okay. Drew, what have you been up to since the last time you were on the show?
I finished Bravely Default, maxed out all the characters. It was
nice.
Exciting.
Oh, there's characters? Dude, spoilers.
I mean, no. But then I started The Witcher 3 about 25 hours into that game. It's pretty ridiculous. I made a couple wrong decisions, which I played a lot of games that gives you choices, but I've never been screwed by as many choices as I've made so far. So I'd say that's pretty good. And then Chris, of course, got me into playing WoW again. So now I'm, getting that crack for free, and now I'm gonna get addicted, and it's thanks. You ruined lives, Chris. Thanks a lot.
He's good at that.
Can we just blame Greg for this? He's the one who brought it up.
Careful when you come to visit. My wife might, slip something in your drink.
Oh, man.
Gotta stay away from that house, then.
But other than that, I mean, just playing games and all that good stuff. So.
Okay. Well, you mentioned drinks, and man, am I back on a Mojito kick.
Mojito?
Yeah, man. That's a hell of a drink.
Is that gin? I'm not a gin guy.
Nah, it's white rum.
Oh, you use white rum? Alright.
Yeah, so, I don't know. There's something about lime and mint and rum, and you just kind of, you put them together, you get something beautiful, man. You know what it is? It's like the healer, the tank, and the DPS. It works. They get the job done when you put them together.
I feel like you're just trying to bring in the summer. That's what you're trying to do. You had that one snowstorm, and you're just like, I need the summer, guys. I need it back.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You know what it is? My body is dying slowly, and it needs citrus fruits. So instead of like just being like, dude, eat citrus fruits, it's like, why not have a mojito?
It's not like canceling it out though.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Maybe you get some citrus fruit in there before it gets neutralized.
Yeah, perhaps. I'm not sure.
That's a really good summer drink. Like, do you guys get Baja Blast over there when they release it during the summer?
I'm sure we do.
In some places, not all.
If you mix that with a melon liqueur, it tastes ridiculously good. Like, they were meant to be one. So. Yeah.
Sounds like a really easy way to get really messed up.
Yeah, it's it tastes too good. So it's like you just have one after another. So.
Interesting.
Mm. Okay. Well, see, I unfortunately can't do that since I'm diabetic and I have to make my own simple sugar with a low-calorie substitute. But it gets the job done.
So what do you use for the simple sugar part?
I make the same kind of mix you would with sugar, except I use Splenda.
Okay.
Comes out really good. And it's actually a lot easier to make, because you don't have to get into like cooking it and chilling it, because Splenda dissolves right into water anyway. So.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's actually a lot less work.
Too bad I don't like Splenda.
Yeah, I didn't like that shit either until I had to have it.
That's the key there.
Yeah. Well, you know, it was like this. Stuff with sugar was like a revolver with 6 bullets in it. At my head. If I pull the trigger, that shit's gonna kill me. Splenda and artificial sweeteners were like the revolver with 1 bullet in the chamber.
So there's a chance you're just gonna.
It might kill me, but it might not. You know. So
Just rolling the dice, man.
Yeah, that's just how I gotta roll now.
Oh man.
Yeah. So yeah, mojitos.
At least that way though, with the mojito, you'll die happy.
And you know, with the mojito or the Splendido, depending on how you want to term it, the reason I started drinking them is because I was just binging on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like,
It's Always Sunny drove me to drink.
Ass Kickers United.
Oh, dude, that episode, man.
So great.
Dennis
that season,
path, man.
They just keep getting better, man.
Yep.
Show me Dragon. It's just so good, man. They're absolutely insane.
I've been rewatching a lot of old ones. I think I've watched the whole season a good like 4 or 5 times because you could just like. I just wish Netflix had a random episode where you just randomly pick an episode.
Yeah, that really kills me with like shows I've seen before that there's no like kind of just like shuffle feature.
It's Always Sunny is one of those things that if you just watch random episodes, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I just watched the Halloween one where Dee told the guys she was pregnant with one of their kids.
Oh, that was great.
That was a great episode.
I love that they were supposed to be Mario and Luigi, right? But one of them came as it.
Dennis was supposed to be Mario Luigi.
Yeah.
That came as Virgil Mortenstein in Lord of the Rings. He's like, it's not even the name of the character. That's the actor's name. That's not even how you pronounce the name.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Oh, man. Yeah. That was a good one.
Oh, I started rewatching old ones, too. I watched the one when they try out for the Eagles.
The Donovan McNabb lookalike?
Yeah. I'm like, that's the dude from the Cosby Show, right?
It's like McDonald's spokesperson. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
Oh, that was the Green Man's episode.
Yes,
too, right?
that was the first I think they mentioned Green Man.
Yep.
And that was, oh man, I love me some Green Man.
Why are there pieces of paper in my beer? Oh,
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah. So a lot more of that Always Sunny and Mojitos. I started watching that Back to the Future documentary, Back in Time.
Oh yeah, I saw that on there.
Yeah, I watched part 1 of it, and that was pretty wild. Just because, like, I never knew that they originally started filming the movie with a different lead actor.
I never knew that at all either.
Yeah, they actually show some of the footage. Like, apparently they filmed a lot of the movie with this other dude that wasn't Michael J. Fox. Yeah.
Interesting. Wonder what made them change. They're just like, oh.
They said the chemistry was bad, and that they wanted Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
But he locked into Family Ties. They couldn't get him out of it.
Ah.
So they ended up using this other guy who had worked with was it Leah Thompson in another movie.
Okay.
Since she was the female lead,
yeah.
And they figured they would work together because they had chemistry, but apparently it just wasn't working. And in the end, Zemeckis was just like, "I want Michael J. Fox. We got to make it happen."
So just waited it out.
They don't actually say how much of the movie they filmed, but it sounds like they filmed at least more than half the movie with him.
That movie must have cost a lot then.
Yeah, like that had to be an expensive ass rollback.
Yep, and especially nothing was digital, so it was all on film. Ooh.
Yeah,
imagine
it was.
Imagine that conversation letting him know that he wasn't going to be doing the movie anymore halfway through.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. What do you mean? We just got majority of the movie done. You mean you're done? Like, I don't understand. Do I still get paid? Alright, cool, whatever. Alright,
Imagine being the other actors. Like, you can't be like, hey, that's fucked up. You can't let him go. Like, because they'll just let you go, too. Like, you just gotta be like, yeah, dude, he sucked. Yeah, he was terrible. Thank God.
Or they signed up for other projects, and now they have to postpone that.
Yeah, because they got to redo it. Actually, they said they superimposed Michael J. Fox into a lot of the footage, so they didn't have to refilm it all.
I don't know. That's impressive.
Yeah. It was also funny because they pitched the movie to Disney, and Disney sent them away and was like, "This movie's about incest. Like, we're not doing that." I was like,
that's what they got out of it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It was funny because I always looked at it from the comical angle and never really thought about it like that. But I was like, yeah, this movie's kind of fucked up.
Oh man.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I only watched the first part of it, so I want to finish it up, but because it's like broken down into parts.
I'm gonna have to check that out now.
Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely watch that first part. There's a lot of like cool stuff in there I didn't realize about the movie. You know.
All right.
And Phantasy Star Online continues to dominate my gaming time.
I was waiting for that. I was like, it's gonna come up.
Yeah. You know, you knew it was happening at some point.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, yeah, more Phantasy Star. Slowed down a lot. The Blizzard weekend, I played a shit ton of it. And, you know, that was rather unhealthy, I think, but didn't really have much.
What else was there to do?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I can't stop with this loop. I just constantly want to kill stuff, get items. You know, kill stuff, get loot. Kill stuff, get loot. Like, it's a beautiful, beautiful gameplay loop that I can't get away from. Yeah. So, level 114 now.
Damn.
So, it's slowing down. It's slowing down a lot.
What was the max level again?
200.
200? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm a long ways away from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm still waiting for something else to pull me away from it. The Witness, I keep hearing people talking about The Witness. I'm like, maybe.
It won't pull you away that much because that's a smaller game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
It's not like
What
it's
is-
something you could put like an hour in here, hour in there, and still do other stuff. It's not going to grasp you with the. I mean, the story, I guess, in there apparently is decent, but it's not. It's not Fallout or Metal Gear.
Yeah.
And then there's also XCOM 2 that came out. Don't know if you're interested in that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were telling me about XCOM 2 the other day.
Yeah. Haven't pulled the plug on that yet. Probably not going to for a while.
I got the Naruto game that came out today.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered it last year because it was supposed to come out then. And I did it through like online. And all of a sudden I got an email last night like, hey, the game's coming out tomorrow. And I was like, oh, it is. 'Cause I had no idea when it came out. So I played like an hour of it this morning. It's really good. Like graphically, it doesn't have like in the third one where you can actually like explore the village. It's more of like a hey, choose this, watch cutscenes, hit buttons, and then fight. Which is still good, but I guess where they are in the story without revealing it is more just all the fighting and towards the end. So.
Okay. Yeah, they just keep releasing Naruto games like crazy.
Yeah, this one this one should be towards the last because it's gonna finish this story unless they go into like the next series. So.
Okay. And that popped up on Steam. I was like, wow, I've heard nothing about this game coming out. Like usually, excuse me. Usually Naruto and Dragon Ball Z games are like part of their like. These are games that are coming out soon, but that was not on there at all.
Because it was supposed to come out September, and then they just pushed it back till now. So
Interesting.
That and then the Final Fantasy game, I have actually tried that one, the one on 3DS. I know last time I was curious about it.
Oh, is that the Explorers?
Yeah, it's basically like a dungeon crawler. You kind of it's a very basic story, of course, kind of like with the Crystal Crown. Like hey, the monsters are taking over the kingdom, or they're trying to explore and like just feed all the monsters so they can kind of expand. And basically, you take missions, and like some of the classes I've tried have been pretty cool. Like I like archery stuff, like playing with bow. So I've been playing with the bow class, and you just kind of take a mission, go out, kill X of this, or kill this big monster, come back, turn it in. I haven't really played the co-op yet. I know of a buddy I'm going to try it out with maybe tomorrow night, and we're going to try some of the more like, more harder stuff. So. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't like the 3DS that much, so I don't know how interested I would be in that game.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'd recommend Fantasy Life over that game for sure. The Fantasy Life game for 3DS. I mean, I would say it's not the Final Fantasy one isn't really worth like getting a 3DS for and buying it, but I did like. There's a lot better games on 3DS. Like Fire Emblem comes out later this month. I'll probably stop playing the Final Fantasy to play Fire Emblem right away. So.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I'm so soured on playing the 3DS ever since I got my Vita. I'm just like, oh, this is what a handheld gaming device is like, And I'm just like, that's a little kid's toy. Like, god damn it. It really has made it hard for me to go back to the 3DS. It's rough.
I don't know. I have both, and I kind of switch between both of them. I like a lot of the Nintendo stuff, and I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't have as much of a problem with it, but they're both pretty good systems. But I can definitely see that. What do you think about the Vita? Just they don't really seem to have as many games coming out like right now. So.
But they have backlog. and a bunch of older games released for the Vita,
Yeah.
which is nice.
But most of those on your PS4, so
that is also true. Yeah, I haven't
Yeah,
played
I don't know,
any-
man. Final Fantasy 10 on the go. You
yeah,
know,
that's pretty legit.
that works for me big time. Persona 4, you know,
Yeah.
Shovel Knight. It's just I'm down.
Yeah, I've finished both of those on Vita, and they looked amazing on there with all the new upgrades and everything. So I just don't have anything on my Vita. I mean, I guess I do have like Freedom Wars, and I want to play through the Disgaeas on there, and Tales of Hearts and things like that. But yeah, I guess there's a decent amount of games for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a taste thing. Most people seem to agree with the 3DS thing. There's a small group of us rocking the Vita, and I don't know. It's just more my style. I like dual analog sticks, and I like a real screen. Like one real screen is better than two not quite as good screens. So
Yeah. No, I understand. I just like them both. So
the clamshell's really good when you're on the go, though. Definitely a nice benefit.
yeah.
Chris, which one's your favorite?
Considering I've only played the PSP and the DS, so I want to say I had more fun with the PSP when it came out.
I'm sorry, man. Was this podcast recorded in 2008?
Yeah.
That's the last time I played any handheld game. I do like the way the Vita looks, though. That's really nice. The old clamshell Nintendo look is not my thing. And it always seemed big. Like, I didn't really care for it for the 3DS.
Yeah.
But it had Pokemon games, so that was another thing.
Yeah.
Well, you know, now you're gonna get pay-to-win Pokemon on the mobile, so you'll be good.
Yeah. with augmented reality, you know? So that should be a plus.
Yeah. Well, what's good too is you'll be able to do it and nobody will see it because they're all gonna be wearing VR headsets soon.
That's going to be a weird future, man. Just people sitting on the bus or the train with their Oculus Rift, just like, oh, just random arm motions.
Yeah, just keep your hands where everybody can see them.
Yeah.
Just sitting in the bus, like I want to be the very best that no one ever. No, just
The other day, Tuesday night, I hopped on a bus to get home. And I walk in and I see this guy sitting in one of the front chairs, right?
yeah.
And he's like wide legs sitting that kind of on a corner with his phone out, and he's just browsing something, right? So I walk past him and sit on the opposite aisle, the seat behind him. And I look over, and dude's just browsing porn, like it was just a normal thing. Just like, oh, okay, man, that's cool.
I can't lose all this valuable time on the bus every day when I could be clearly like sorting through high quality like adult video material.
I was like, what is this guy? Like, there's no fucks given, man. He's just like, and it's not like he's got like the phone tucked down so nobody can see. He doesn't even care, man. He's just like, ooh yeah, some nice titties. And just keep scrolling down. I'm just like, just a good 10 minutes of just browsing porn pics. Just
He's like, I don't want to wait when I don't want to shift through these when I get home.
yeah, I gotta favorite these links now, so when I get home, you know what's up.
Oh man,
That was a weird dude.
that's a one of a kind feller right there.
Yep. He's gonna be happy when he gets his virtual reality set.
Oh jeez.
Yep.
Nah, he's gonna like chafe it and not be able to do it anymore by then. If you're moving at that kind of blitzkrieg pace, you've got a limited window, sir.
Too much raw skin right now. I got a week time period, man. I gotta wait.
Oh, man. All right, this has gotten like a little kind of gross, so I'm gonna move on to the next thing I wanted to talk about, which is my cereal bowl. Now, my cereal bowl is very important to me, mainly because it holds my cereal, and that kind of helps because if it didn't, the shit would be all over the table, or I'd have to try to like eat it out of a glass or something, or. I mean, I've tried putting like the milk in the bag before, since it's in a bag that's in a box, and then just kind of like dumping it. But that gets like all kinds of messy.
It's pretty barbaric.
It gets real soggy at the bottom. So yeah. So I wanted to give a big shout out to my bowl. It does just such a good job of being a bowl. Like, if I had to pick an adjective to describe it, it would be super. Like, because I'm looking at the definition of super, and it says very good or pleasant, excellent. And I would say that my bowl definitely can be described in that way, as excellent.
Interesting.
So
you eat like Wheaties in there?
I generally don't do the Wheaties. I like the Reese's Puffs, the CTC, little Crunch Berries, some Cocoa Pebbles, It depends. I try to be equal opportunity with cereals, though. Get some Corn Chex in there, some Cheerios.
Gotta switch it up every so often too,
Yeah. But anyway, I felt bad that the rest of the world didn't know about my Super Bowl, so I put a picture of it out there on Twitter so everybody can see the Super Bowl. So. And I named this episode after because my bowl is very important to me in that way. So tonight's show is dedicated to my bowl, which is super.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
That
Hold on. You've done a good job, sir. It was a bad night to have my camera go bork on me because I have him right here with me as I do the show. I was going to let him meet everyone, but alas, technology
hates us, man.
Wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, it's like iRobot. It's starting. Yeah. Anyway, so that takes care of my checklist of meandering bullshit I needed to talk about. So I guess with all that out of the way, I did want to bring a couple things up. One, Life is Strange. I saw the retail copy while I was out at the store today. So nice to see that thing's made it out into the wild. Yeah, hopefully get a little more love for that game, because that was really cool, and I really enjoyed my time with that. And, yeah, so I hope more people pick it up and play it, because it's awesome.
Interesting.
Yeah. Two, Chris, we were talking about this a little bit the other day. EA will not be at E3 for the press conference, or I don't know if they're going to be on the show floor, but they definitely ditched their press conference, and it sounded like they're not even going to be on the show floor because they're going to do their own event.
Okay.
That is quite interesting.
Seems like when they don't do a big presentation, they usually just do their own kind of either event or like Nintendo does a lot more of their own stuff than at E3.
Yeah, well, what's weird about this is that E3 is it's like a grandfathered kind of situation, so like you lose your spot if you don't maintain it.
Yeah. Now that's crap.
Yeah, so that basically indicates that not only are they not going, but they might be done with it for good. Because it'd be one thing if they said they're not going, but they were holding all their spots. Like they were still paying for them and everything. And, the fact that they're just like, yeah, we're going to do our own thing, and I don't know. It seems like a real shifting in the tide.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm almost scared to say that I think E3 could be going away.
Or maybe
know?
they'll just kind of focus on the main consoles, like the Sony and Microsoft. I think those ones are big enough to keep, to kind of keep it. I'm sure they'll have some snippets of EA stuff in there, maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah, but they've got their. I mean, PlayStation's got PlayStation experience now, so like they could walk away if they wanted.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nintendo's always had one.
yeah, there's all the PAXs. There's Gamescom, Tokyo Game Show, Paris Games Week. I mean, there's stuff everywhere. Like, and E3 is not an open to the public event. I mean, people sneak in, but
Yeah.
like. If you think about it, like fans are in a lot of ways. It's really the press conferences is what gets fans jacked up. But in this day and age, I mean, you don't really need that, right? Like you can just do like a Nintendo Direct kind of thing, or you can make your big press conference at your own personal event now.
Yeah.
Like instead of having to, it's one less conference you would have to do. I don't know. This could be a bad sign for E3, or at least E3 as we know it.
You could be right. I mean, with the internet around, it's kind of a pointless thing now. Developers, publishers, the main three, they can do their own thing now.
It's very easy now too to like control your own messaging.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the one thing from a retail standpoint, like when I was at GameStop, those weeks where E3 were going on were probably like the busiest weeks, like and like within a month or 3 window. So I mean, like a lot of times people would just get, they get pumped, like they see all the trailers. I mean, if they keep up, like if like EA still does their part and puts up like the when things come out and to make it easy for people to find, I mean, I don't see a problem with them stepping away, but I don't know, it just seems to really kind of spark and get people really like pumped up for the holidays and come in and like reserve games. Like we got so many reserves around E3 time.
Yeah. Well, now it just might be different. It could be like if you think of a world without major players at E3, then you think about Microsoft probably runs its own event, Sony's got its own event, Ubisoft, EA, Activision all have their own events, and then all the other big announcements probably happen at like PAX or Gamescom or TGS, So I mean, it would maybe be the same thing, but not all lumped into one.
Yeah. I think at first it might be a little bit, like hard for people to accept, but I think that it could be something they can move on from.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessary in the way it used to be.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a bad thing either, though.
I'm trying to think of even like E3's press conference last year was very, very weak in my opinion last year. I mean, they didn't really show a lot of gameplay. It was all concept. Like, like it was like, oh, Mass Effect Andromeda, here's some like cinematic trailers. Oh, here's Star Wars Battlefront. Here's people talking about making the game. I mean, it didn't really have a lot of like really solid content. So maybe they were even thinking last year about pulling it. It just makes me kind of think about that.
You gotta realize all the games that they were bringing out concept-wise at E3 were all franchises of stuff we've already known about. So like having them redo something like Mass Effect Andromeda, just having the name Mass Effect on there and the promise of a new one coming out is enough hype. Like people are already going to be hyped about this. So I'm guessing that was their direction for that. But no, I agree with you though. They were pretty bland. There was nothing really concrete about it besides, oh, there's going to be a new Mass Effect, or oh, Star Wars Battlefront's coming out.
I just don't remember them showing a lot of gameplay. And I mean, like you can like get away with being like, hey, this game's coming out and doing a cinematic trailer, but you got to show like like some really solid games and get people like, I don't know. I guess that's just my opinion on it, but.
Yeah,
I do wonder.
I feel like there's plenty of opportunity for companies to take care of that with their own, with their own press events.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know.
So you just stream it with like 2 people sitting
E3
in
looked
front
like
of a
it.
camera.
I mean, if you remember, E3 looked like it was dead a couple years ago, and it came back. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
I thought Nintendo. I mean, like Nintendo obviously started the whole like doing your own kind of thing. I mean, I remember when they first announced they weren't doing one, everyone's like, they sort of gasped and like, what are they thinking? And then they did the Nintendo Directs, and they just kind of do them. They do better ones besides the E3 ones. I mean, I'm sure they put a lot of effort into the E3 ones because it's a national stage, but I don't know. I think that they're really the trend starter for that.
yeah, well, I was thinking about this too, right? Will Nintendo show up this year for E3? Right? Because the NX is coming. It's supposed to be this year, apparently. Will they just show it off at a Direct, or are they going to show up at E3? Because one of the things E3 is big for is for retailers and building like retailer confidence in your product. Like, hey, you
Yeah.
want to put in a big order for this thing, and have it at all your stores. Mr. Walmart, Best Buy, Target. Purchasing. Son of a bitch. But if they do a Nintendo Direct, I think that'll look weak. Like, I feel like they have to come back to E3 to kind of say, hey, we're serious about this.
Yeah, Nintendo's probably the only one that would benefit that much from it, considering now they have. This would
And
be
a
when
nice,
they.
if you think about it, a nice slot just opened up on Monday afternoon for a press conference.
Mhm.
Just saying.
Yeah. Plus, knowing Nintendo, they won't release enough of them, to meet the,
Oh,
demand. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna be reserving one if they announce it.
If it's
Uh,
nice.
I don't know if I will. It'll depend on exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if it actually is what I want and it's a beefy, powerful console that can actually like play like legit versions of games, then yeah, I'll probably be in. If it's just another gimmick console that's like, look, we have this weird thing nobody else ever does, then I'm probably gonna be like, you know what, let's wait and see exactly how this shakes out.
Yeah. I can see
They
that.
really have to prove themselves now.
Well, they got to prove to me, and I've never said anything like that before, so. Dude, I was the guy waiting outside in line for Wii U, so like they burned me for the last time.
Yeah, I remember that launch day. That a lot of people, were very. I don't know. They're like, oh yeah, I can't wait for the next games to come out, and like, yeah,
Hey, next fall.
yeah. It's like here, have these games you probably beat in the next, like month or two, and
The new Super Mario Bros. Wii U was pretty good. The rest of the launch lineup was pretty putrid.
yeah, I agree.
It was all like ports of games that had already been out for over a year on other systems.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we'll see. I don't know. It certainly makes E3 interesting this year.
Yeah. I can't wait for it. I wish maybe in the next couple of years. I've always kind of wanted to try to go to it, but now I don't work for GameStop, so I don't know.
Hmm. Well, you got to figure out how to get yourself a Games Press badge.
Yeah.
Or you just find out what bar everybody goes to after the show, and then
just,
you meet the right people.
True.
Yeah, because there's a lot of drinking at E3. A lot of drinking. It's also because it's in California and there's no water, so all they have left is alcohol.
Yeah, I remember our like GameStop Expo was in California. My last year I was with the company, and yeah, there's not a whole lot there. Just Disneyland and drinking.
And Mexican restaurants.
Yes, and food trucks. Just
Food trucks, yeah. And Starbucks on every corner. God damn it. So good.
Starbucks.
We get like one in every 20-mile radius. They just get them everywhere. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, so let's get to the nitty gritty here. So we were thinking, with nothing going on this weekend, it's the middle of winter, it's cold, everybody's miserable and hates life, and just
Hold on a
constantly
second.
thinks about murdering everyone around them, and putting their faces up on the wall, and
Where is it cold?
well,
Here and where I live.
well, it's like negative, like triple digits where you live all the time.
Yep.
And
Except
balmy is like
16.
8 degrees, right? Like,
it's actually pretty warm for 8 degrees, But
it's a humid 8 degrees out today. It actually hasn't been a terribly cold winter here, but
It's like 60 degrees on Tuesday.
Yeah, it was a nice week, man. I'm not complaining about this week at all. But it just seems like the time of year to be good to have a party, right? Like, it's an empty weekend, nothing going on, so
Indoors.
yeah, why not have a party? And if you're gonna party, you need, red Solo cups, booze, and a game to play. So, with that, let's talk about party games, because we already talked about booze and containers. So, we filled our quote on the other two for a week. So
let me ask you this question: that bowl of yours,
yeah.
that is super. Do you put drinks in there too?
One certainly could, but I also happen to have an extravagant drinking glass. Yeah. So that one is not super. That one is extravagant.
All right.
Yeah. So I think it's an OLED glass, but I'm not sure. Because it looks really, really clear, the image. I mean, yeah. Like, when I see my drink inside there, I see my drink inside there with great detail and clarity and the colors. And
Not
so I
pixelated
think it's
at all.
OLED, but I have not checked the manual that came with it to be sure. Yeah.
Oh man.
Um,
Try zooming in, see if it got pixelated.
no bad pixels on it yet. No bad pixels.
There you go, man. There you go.
Yeah, it gets a lot of fingerprints though.
Yeah. Tricky OLED.
Yeah. All right, Chris. So, since you're a smart guy, you want to start us off with a good party game here, man?
Sure, man. Start off with the obvious of Mario Party 1.
Mario Party. Okay, and you brought up number 1, which is the one I like.
Yep.
The other
First one was great.
The other 68 didn't really do it for me, but that first one, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was great. It was always fun getting people to play that bullshit fishing game, the bullshit tug of war game.
Tug of War, I think, is the game that's done more damage to gamers than any other. The amount of pictures of people who tore their inside of their hands up playing that fucking game is insane.
Oh, and the goddamn rolling balls where you had to balance on the ball on this little platform.
I
You
forget
remember
that one.
Oh, that was a little bitch too. Just you bounce into everyone. It's like bouncy balls, and you roll and you bounce them off, and you knock them off the edge.
Oh,
Like,
yes,
you
yeah.
steer that thing. Yeah,
Now I remember that, yeah.
that was a pain in the ass. Yeah.
Yeah, I always remember, what was it, the mine cart thing, or the railroad cart?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that was stupidly annoying. There were some good ones too, though. But
Oh, then the one where you had to pound the tree stump. There's butterflies on it's like a 4x4 grid, and there's stumps, and you have to pound them all, or pound the most to get to win the game. But under some of the stumps, there's spikes, so you're really forcing sodomy on your characters with spiked tree stumps.
well, that's why they call them avatars, because we don't care what happens to them.
Yeah.
good times.
Those are good
Drew,
games, man.
did you play much Mario Party?
Yeah, I played pretty much most of them. They've kind of blurred together by now. Like, sometimes you're like, oh, is that game from that one? Or,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, I do have to say the original ones are definitely the best. But I mean, I do like some of the newer ones. But I do have to say that the original 3 are probably my favorite ones.
Yep,
Okay,
the ones that were on 64.
Yeah.
Yep.
Released February 8th, 1999.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, this is one of the ones on Wii. I think it was you, Drew. It was you, Andrew, Donnie, and probably Robert were playing Mario Party. And I walked into the room, and it's the one where you have to shake the can.
Yep. I was thinking about that.
It's
Okay,
like,
here you go. I
okay.
wanted to pull up this list. Here's the list of mini games for Mario Party, the first one.
All right.
All right, I'm just gonna bring up some of them here. Balloon Burst. Do you remember that? Where you
Where
got
you had to blow up the balloon?
Yeah, you got to inflate the balloon.
Oh, you have to rotate like the Z and the R, right, or something like that. You have to like. That one was
Yeah, it was an up-down kind of mini game, but yeah, whoever blew the balloon up first would win. Let's see, we got Bombs Away with everybody on the island.
They're
like
shooting the bombs.
Yeah.
the topsy-turvy island getting shot at by the bombs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, we got Facelift. Remember that?
Oh, that one was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Different
one was really good because you didn't destroy your hand trying to mash stuff.
No.
Okay, here's another good one. Buried Treasure, where everybody was digging and it was like sand and dirt and then like rock, and it changed the speed you would dig at, but whoever found the buried treasure would win. Like,
Yep.
I liked that one because it was kind of random.
Oh, the pipe one. You didn't have to do shit in that one. You just watched. They dropped something in a pipe and it went through like a pachinko type of thing, and you waited until they came out the tube. Whoever won. It was. I can't remember what the name of that one was.
That's probably when you play multiple Mario parties. You're like, I remember that one game, and you're like,
oh, here you go, turtle shell bowling, bowl over. Remember that where you'd have to like guide the turtle shell through the S track and the other players
and hit everybody.
Yeah, the other players were pins who could like hop away.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Oh, Pipe Maze, is that the one you were talking about?
That's the one. Yeah, you moved around and you picked the pipe. Everyone picks a pipe or an exit of the pipe, and then they drop like a coin or something through the pipe maze, and you watch it go, and then it hits one of you. And whoever hits wins. Not a very complex game.
Other one I forgot about, Slot Car Derby.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I totally forgot about that one. Yeah, that was an interesting one. I'm trying to see what else is out there. Oh, there were the flag games, Mushroom Mix Up and Shy Guy Says, where somebody would raise a flag and.
Oh, fuck that game. I don't know why. I was always bad at that. I don't even understand.
You're like, hey, no, I mean B.
I meant B.
You're like the guy from the end of Monty Python's Holy Grail. Like, I didn't mean to do it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, Bomb Skip Ball. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, there was a lot of crazy stuff in that first one. I gotta replay that game now.
I liked how they had it was a free-for-all, 2-on-2, and then 3 versus 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there were even the single-player ones, too. Sometimes you would get the game that was just for you.
That's right, and then everyone watches you fail. Yeah.
Usually, yeah. Except for one of the easier ones like Teetering Towers, which I usually did pretty good at.
Oh yeah, that was another one. That was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, God, they did some really cool stuff in that first one. Yeah, it was so different, just like having all those like little mini games you could play. Like
Yep.
nothing else at the time was doing anything really close to that I can remember.
Yeah.
Nah, not that I know of. No.
Yeah. Any other memories of Mario Party?
Nah.
Okay, so what went wrong after the early Mario Party games that made them not as fun?
Um. Actually, GameCube was all right, but it got repetitive. And then when they took it to the Wii, they started using all the motion and the what is it, the Wiimote?
Oh yeah, you did not want somebody looking in the window at that, huh?
Playing that.
Yeah, I think that's when it went wrong.
Yeah.
The Wii killed a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Well,
I mean-
but we all got in shape because we bought it, so it worked out.
We just all had strong forearms, man.
I know a lot of people didn't like the everyone all in one cart thing, but I mean, the only thing I say about that is I have a friend who basically every Mario Party, he was so good at every single minigame that he would just win by a landslide every single time. And he thought it wasn't very fun. But when we play the newer versions, like all the stage stuff kind of keeps it close.
Yeah.
And he doesn't win every single time. Because like there's some people who are just like he played just a lot of Mario Party and just mastered every game, every mini game. So I don't know. That's the only defense I have in that. It did make it more fun, but
Yeah, a lot of the board play actually is what started driving me away from it. I just felt like there was like a lot of cheap stuff going on there. Even when I played with other people, it was just like
Started too
basic-
soon.
it was just like, oh, like screw you, lose a turn. Like I didn't even go yet. Like what the fuck? Like can I have a turn first? Like
yeah,
I
was
don't
like-
know. A lot of that.
Yeah.
I just wish like maybe there was more like plain boards in the game, so it could just be like here, nothing happens on the board except you move around.
I wish you could like turn it on and off. Yeah.
I like the different events that happen on the board, but I think I wish they happened later. Like not give it like a 4 turns or so. Like not right off the bat, everyone's like fucking each other over. It's like, God damn, man, game just started. Let me get used to it first.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it just got a bit old too. Like it was kind of like I've seen this. Like like I played a shit ton of the first one. It was kind of like I'm not really that interested in doing that again. Like, yeah, they made 10 of them though, so somebody bought them.
Damn.
Bro.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, every time my Nintendo rep came in, she was like trying to show me all the Wii games. I was like, yeah, I already got that, and I got that, and she's like, this isn't for you, this is for the customers. I'm like,
Oh man.
yeah, I'm a Nintendo hoe.
Nintendo. All right, gotcha. Well, Nintendo, you want to give us a good party game?
There's so many good ones, but I think I'm going to go with a game that my friends and I played pretty much for summers, just tons of different parties. I'm going to go with Super Smash Bros.
Oh, how did I forget that?
All three of them are great. I'm like, wait, how many? 1, 2, actually 4, because there's the 64 one, the GameCube, Wii, and then the Wii U one. I do have to say the Wii one is probably one of my least favorite ones. I love them all. Like, I'll play any of them if I go over to a friend's house, but yeah, I don't know. They're such great games, and you can play it for hours and hours, days and days. And I can say that.
Yeah, Smash was always fun. I hated playing with you though. You and Andrew.
Yeah, we played like Melee, the one on GameCube, like literally like all the time. So Robert's pretty annoying too. He got way too good with that counter BS. So, yeah. But which one was your favorite?
I liked Melee a lot. Yeah. But then I also got a lot. It was very confusing at times when the map would just start changing. Like whatever level you're on, everything. Like the what was it? What map was it? It was the F-Zero one.
Yeah, there's a bunch of, the one where there's like all the car racing going on in the back.
Yeah, and then it switches up one. I'm like, what the fuck's happening? I can't even find. Oh, there I am. All right, let's go.
I remember like
Everyone's just like smash attack, bow. I'm like, oh well. At least I know where I'm starting now.
people have like a hernia over like Final Destination. We gotta play Final Destination.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That game also ended a lot of friendships. Temporary.
I know this is gonna sound weird, but I'm not really a big Smash fan.
Interesting.
Don't really care for it too much.
You're not much of a fighter, are you? You don't like fighting games, huh?
Not really. The only fighting game I ever got really into was Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Okay, Soul Calibur's damn good. Yeah.
Yeah, something about Soul Calibur clicked with me, and I don't know. The other games didn't really do it for me too much.
Have you been to a get together where they were playing Smash Brothers, and like have you actually did you play it even though you don't really a big fan of it, or?
I played a lot of Melee, but I've mainly just played the adventure mode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I never played the N64 one. I never played Brawl, and my extent of playing the Wii U one was buying Cloud and doing a couple fights with him and just being like, "Yep, Cloud kicks ass," and that was about it.
I still need to download the Cloud, and I think they just released the Bayonetta check for the Wii U.
Oh, and I played with Mega Man. Can't
Yeah.
leave him out.
I do have to say the new one's really good. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I think some people take it way too seriously, and I think that's what kind of kills it for people.
Yes.
Like it'll be so good that they just won't. I mean, they're like, oh, I gotta go 100%, 100%. It just makes it so impossible for some of the people that like don't play it too much, and I think it just really kind of kills the mood. I've had that happen a couple times.
I prefer people that go 100%. What I don't like is when they go 100% and then they start being a dick about it.
Yeah. I mean,
just be good. Just be good, man. I understand we can do some trash talk, but then there's like a ridiculous level that people get to.
Yeah.
Like, chill the fuck out, man.
In Smash Brothers, there's so many people that get good with like items. It just can make your mind spin. But I mean, I'm pretty good at it. And there's a couple friends that like they're not really good, but they know like really cheap moves to do with some of the characters, and they'll just do that like the whole time. And like sometimes like with the Duck Hunt dog, you can like shoot like a can, and you can like kick it around, and it just disrupts everything. It's so annoying.
I remember right after high school, I did a youth group for the city, and at the end of the day, we'd all go into the community center, and we'd have games, we'd have TV show, we'd have some snacks, some candy, and then we had Super Smash going on the 64, right? Now these kids are like aging from like 6 to 13,
Oh boy.
somewhere around there, right? And I'm like, oh, these little kids, I'll whoop their ass. Like, I knew I wasn't that good at the game, but I didn't think I was as bad. Like, I didn't think I was a bad player, and I went over and played with these kids. I'm like, oh, fuck this. Fuck these little kids. I'm never playing with them again, man. This is ridiculous. I'm like, how are you doing this right now? And the kid's just like, I'm just that good, man. Just like everyone. Like, it wasn't just like, oh, the 6-year-olds are bad. No, the 6-year-olds would sit down and just be like, bam, knocking everyone out. I'm like, I don't get it. Maybe this is not for me. I'm just gonna stop embarrassing myself now.
Yeah, we did a couple tournaments like for the midnight releases for like the 3DS and Wii U one, and apparently at colleges they actually had a club for Super Smash Bros. I think that's all they did was play Super Smash Bros.
Dude, in college you have a club for anything.
Yeah, I guess so, but I just was like, okay, and then like they came to the tournament and they just, I don't know, it was, I watched them play and it's like, how, that's, I don't know, way too much time, I guess.
Man. Yes, I don't know. I can't say much about Smash Bros. Or as a party game. It seems like the kind of game if you get a bunch of people of relatively equal skill and then add alcohol on top of it, it could be a pretty fun night though. I just never could find that like mix, you know.
Yeah. You can play 8 players now too on the new one. I mean that actually makes it a lot more difficult because it spans the camera out, so
it's a lot of chaos.
Yeah, it's so much chaos going on that it kind of does make it a little bit slightly more even, but it's still lopsided if you have someone that's just ridiculously good and he's just owning everyone. But
I think that's what bothered me the most. There's only like a couple amount of like you're only playing with like a few buttons, and yet there's people that are just like masters at it. I'm like, how are you doing this?
Yeah.
There's only like a few buttons on this controller, man.
Yeah.
Teach me the way.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay, well I got one for you, and let's stick with the theme, right? You know, we're talking party games, and it's been Nintendo dominated so far. So let's just keep that theme going. It'll make Drew happy. And I can't believe this wasn't the first game mentioned because it just seems to fit so perfectly. But what about Wii Sports?
I was thinking that one. That's a great one.
You need to have to be a gamer to play that. That's the best part about it. You just need everyone to play it, and everyone's equal.
Yeah, it's just like, here, take this and strap it on your wrist, please, because I like my television.
Yep.
You know. And I don't want it to be more aerodynamic by any means. So, yeah, but I just here's always what I remember of Wii Sports, right? I sleep out for the Wii, right? And I'm dead tired. So I get home from sleeping out for the Wii around 8 in the morning, right? And then I sleep for about an hour and a half, and then I got to go to church because my daughter was in the choir, and I had to go watch her do her church choir thing. And then I get home, and then she has a swim meet, so I have to take her to her swim meet. So I got about an hour and a half sleep, and I go to her swim meet, and I'm like just dead. Like I'm fighting to stay awake through it, and like falling asleep in my seat. And then I finally get home, probably around like 4 or 5 o'clock. I sleep for like another hour and a half, and then I wake up and start hooking up the Wii. And yeah, and I remember just like I couldn't wait to hook it up and play Wii Sports. Like I was just so excited, and I got it, and I started playing it, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I'm like calling everybody in the house. I'm like, come on, you know, because I bought 4 remotes. I was like, this system is for parties. Like that's what it's gonna be.
That's
for.
exactly what it's there for.
And yeah, we were just playing like 4-player Wii Sports, and I'm like calling people up. I'm like, I got the Wii. You got to see this thing. You got to get over here, you know. And yeah, bowling, man. Wii Sports bowling. That was was the big competition.
Oh yeah.
I always enjoyed tennis for whatever reason.
Yeah, that was kind of fun with like 4 people and just watching them all trying to like hit it back and forth. There's shaking their remotes and.
Why is my guy running over there? Why can't I tell my guy where to run to?
No, many I remember with that game, like I got my Wii U or my Wii, sorry, and I had a bunch of other games that I kind of got with it, and like I played that game for like 3 months straight, like just like that game particularly, it was just so much fun. Yeah, such a good game.
Yeah, I remember just coming home from work playing bowling every night. That was all I wanted to do. I was like, I'm going to get a 300. I came close for a while, and then I eventually just lost steam with it. I think I bowled something in the like 260 range or something.
Yeah.
I forget. Like, I was getting close, and then I just was like, yeah, okay, there's real video games out there. I got to go play those.
It's about as high as I got.
Yeah. Me too. I remember when people would buy the Wii and they'd be like, wait, it comes with that? And I'm like, dude, that game is legit. Go home and just play that one. You don't even need anything else right now. Just buy controllers, the system, and go play some Wii Sports. And they looked at me like I was just crazy, but...
Yeah, no, it was the Wii Sports machine, as many people have called it.
Pretty much.
I don't know. Those Mario Galaxy games were good, but they weren't party games, so we're not going to talk much more about that. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, you know what else was fun? Boxing.
Oh, yeah!
That weird-ass boxing with the strange ragdoll physics. I used to love punking people in that game, man.
Yeah. I was not very good at the boxing.
It took a while to understand it.
Yeah, there were some cheap tricks in that one, man. It was weird. Yeah, you could bend your arms into like a shape that an arm is not supposed to bend into to punch somebody, and yeah, it was fun. But it was always great when you knock somebody down and their armless, legless thing just like collapsed to the ground.
Yeah. What were the things called? The Mii's?
Yeah.
That was fun, just making like we used to have just people come over and just make Mii's and just the most ridiculous ones, like making like Jesus or random.
I remember when we turned on your Wii and we were picking characters. There's so many.
Yeah, my girlfriend at the time liked to make just the most hideous beasts. And then sick them like she we like playing the baseball, and then choose just random ones, and you just you'd be batting at some weird looking guy, and you're like, okay, crazy women. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man. All right, Chris, you got another party game for us, man?
Yeah, I mean we're clearly on the Nintendo binge here. I'm gonna do Mario Kart 64.
Mario Kart 64.
Yes. Double Dash is good too, but I like 64 better.
I think they're all really good.
Dude, do you know where my copy of Double Dash is, man? I can't find it. It's been missing for about 7 or 8 years now.
Was it somebody get pissed off and just break it? Because I mean that happens.
I think it got lent to somebody who moved.
Probably
without Dad being informed that it had been lent out, but yeah.
Yes, I still got my copy right over there.
Of course you do.
Sometimes I take it and I just stroke them like, my precious. Just don't let anyone touch it. Just kidding.
I just remember playing Mario Kart with just normal people and, having a good time. And then I went to the more competitive friends, Andrew and Robert, and whoo, I honestly thought people were just going to never talk to each other after that game. It was like the most entertaining thing I've watched. I'm just like trucking along, playing a game, throwing out the blue shells here and there. Like I could hit somebody with the blue shell, but I wouldn't get blamed. Somehow Robert and Andrew would just be going at it, and it's just great. I'm just like, oh, look at this argument, a little bit of Mario Kart drama. All right, that's cool.
Yeah. We've had a lot of that. Our group of friends, very, very competitive.
Yep. Those were some good times just watching them go at it. And it was always heated.
Man, sounds rough.
Yep. In between matches, there'll just be an argument about how someone did this or somebody put the banana there or whatever. And you're just like, are you kidding me right now?
Get your banana out of there.
How dare you throw your red shell at me? You were targeting me, weren't you? Yeah, it was.
Yes, you were in first place.
No, the best is you targeted me with a blue shell.
Yeah.
I can't help that. You were in first.
Oh, man.
The only thing that sucks about that game is that you don't get good stuff when you're in the lead.
Yep. Yep.
So it's like it's no fun to win, like, because you just get a bunch of boring crap.
No, it's fun when you win because you just laugh at everybody as they're trying to like, oh, I got the 3 mushrooms, and they start going at it, and you're just like,
No, I hate it because like you just get all boring items.
Bananas. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
I don't want no bananas.
It seems like nights where you get like screwed with items, you just really get screwed. Like you get all the like mushrooms that make you go a little bit faster. You don't get any of the actual damage items or things like that. So I posted the video to the Luigi Death Stare just because we're talking about.
Oh, dude, that one's hilarious.
Yep.
I gotta go. At least I thought I had it going.
It's there. It's taking a while to load up though.
It could be my internet connection at the time. It's been a little slow today for whatever reason.
I don't know.
Oh well, that one was good.
Yeah, the YouTube app hates us, and on a day like this where we're all having technical issues, I'm not surprised that it's not playing nice.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, doesn't seem to be playing. Oh well.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I got the link here for it. I'll check it out later, because I have not seen this video before.
Yeah. This is from, I think, the one for the, excuse me, for the Wii.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that, buying that one with the little wheel attachments.
Yeah, the steering wheel attachments.
Oh god,
shit.
that thing sucked.
Yep.
I was like, man, I can't drive with this stupid thing.
Oh man.
Yeah, I would always offer that to other people. Here, you can have an authentic steering experience in Mario Kart.
Nah.
And I'm gonna win because you're using this stupid thing.
Yeah, I usually like using the joysticks.
Yeah.
The Wii was so small, it was like for a 3-year-old. Like, don't steer a car like that. Come on.
This is unrealistic. No, I'm just kidding.
The one thing I remember the most, though, is how all the arguments that were going to happen in the game always happen at the character select screen.
Yeah, everyone wanted to be Yoshi or.
I want Yoshi. I want Yoshi. You always have fucking Yoshi.
Every Nintendo game with our friends. Robert was just Yoshi. I chose Luigi because I started actually liking to play as Luigi because no one else wanted him. So.
Hey, I always liked Luigi, and it was always taken.
Screw you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's when you know some shit was about to happen. Right at that character select screen.
Just quickly go over to the character you want. What didn't Robert like say he wasn't gonna play if he couldn't be Luigi or Yoshi once? Or I remember like him or Ted were saying that they wouldn't play if they couldn't be Yoshi, and it was like, damn.
Man. Okay. So Mario Kart, I'm not going to argue with that one. That one is a good party game.
Mm-hmm.
Drew, you got another one?
I'm gonna branch out from the Nintendo, my Nintendo self, and I'm gonna choose one that I personally got to torment lots of people playing, and I'm gonna say Halo 1 and Halo 2. I mean, you can say most Halos, but those two, probably Halo 2 we played a lot more with our group of friends, but I was ridiculously good at both games. And
that is very true.
And people they actually disliked playing with me. Like, so many fights arose. I remember one match where we were playing to like 100, and it was like a team of 4, and Robert's like, I don't want to, I mean, he was on my team, and he's like, I just don't want to play this round. So he kind of quit right when it started, and then somebody else left, and it was just Matt and me. And I went around, and I literally killed like 98 people
I remember this.
And like people just like flip their, they're just like, what the hell? And I don't know, I was in the groove that night for sure, but
Drew was one of the reasons why I hated Halo for a while. I
I'm
still
not
kind
as
of do.
I'm not as good anymore because I don't play as much as I did before, but man, I was unreal in that game.
I was on that other team that he destroyed.
Yep.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some good memories of some multiplayer Halo goodness. Although some of the best ones were the ones when like we got tired of like the regular game mode and started making our own shit up.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. I remember one night we decided to do vehicle stunts. So, it would be how fast can I get a Warthog to go and hit a hill in Blood Gulch, and like how far can I get it to jump, and
Yep.
another one was like, okay, I'm gonna hop in this Banshee, I'm gonna fly to the very top of the screen, and then try to shoot me with a rocket launcher so I can watch myself fall. Like, and that's not an easy shot, trust me. It's a really hard shot when you go all the way to the top of the map. But, like, we would just start, like, dicking around with dumb stuff like that. Or, like, we would try to grenade the tank up onto the base like they did in Red vs. Blue.
Yeah.
Because we were like, man, they did that. Like, we got to try to do that too, So I think more of my good memories come from stuff like that than actual, like, playing the game the way you were supposed to.
Yeah. I remember like playing the original Halo on like Xbox Connect with the C. It was like an internet, like you kind of hooked your Xbox original to the internet, and you kind of got into like people's like matches through like an app. It was at a friend's house, and like the original Blood Gulch with Capture the Flag. I'm trying to find a video, but you used to be able to do this thing called a Warthog jump, where if someone was driving straight forward in the Warthog and you were in the gunner seat, if you turned and held like the jump button while you got out of the vehicle, the Warthog would launch you on top of their base. You could jump down into the hole, like land right in the hole, grab the flag, and by the time you were out the back door, the person drove around and you're able to kind of get in the passenger seat and go.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, it was. I was always the one who did the jump because my friend was better at driving, but I can't really find a good video of what I'm talking. Probably because it was just a lot of people played it, but it wasn't as well known as Xbox Live when Halo 2 came out.
That is some bullshit.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun parts about Halo 1. And
I remember when we had that Redeemer lock-in.
Yes.
We had a 4 TV set up, and they forced us to leave the TVs and play a physical game.
Yeah.
And then someone got like pretty hurt, and they're like, "Oh, okay, you guys can go play the games again." Like, thank you. All right, this is what happens when we stop playing video games. People get injured.
Well, I'm surprised people get injured playing that game, throwing their controllers at me or throwing.
Especially the Xbox controller, man.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, let me just lob this cinder block across the room at someone's face.
Probably why I never made it, that boat anchor.
Oh man, Halo's fucking great.
Yeah, when you come to
Especially
visit,
when that Indian sword came in.
we'll have to I have the Master Chief Collection, so it's HD. We'll have to. I mean, I'm not as good as I once was, so you guys can get the satisfaction destroying me.
Let's relive some terrible rage moments. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not such a
Good
good
time. Yeah.
You just got to give him a controller with a broken right analog stick to make it fair.
Oh, you mean Mad Cats?
Or those mini
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, any Mad Catz controller will do.
mini Mad Cats with like the miniature controller with a broken right analog stick. Perfect.
Rage-inducing controller. Oh man.
Hmm.
Yeah, but that's all I got to say about Halo.
Okay. Yeah, I had good times with Halo, so yeah. Um, yeah. So let me see. I gotta take one here. Okay. Well, there's one that's clearly missing from the list, so I'll bring it up at this juncture. Uh, Rock Band.
Oh, boo.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like Rock Band better.
I'm sorry. What do you want me to bring up? DJ Hero, SingStar. What were you looking for?
Guitar Hero.
Oh, no. Guitar Hero is a great game, but Rock Band is the party game
Why is that?
because you can get everybody playing.
I guess that's okay.
Build a band, man.
Guess that's alright.
They got Build a Bear Workshop. You turn your living room into, Build a Band Workshop.
With some terrible singers and people who don't know. Dude,
I have
Without
a
the
lot of
game-
people who can sing, actually, so that was never a
there
problem.
you go.
It was actually harder to find people who could play guitar than it was to find people who could sing.
I think we just had Drew sing, and Andrew tried.
Yeah, I was probably the only one who could actually help us succeed in that department.
Yep.
Yeah, I could never sing, but if your voice is anywhere near the Barry White spectrum, that game hates you. If you're like seriously, man, if you were like up in the high pitched bracket, you are good.
Yep.
Like if you're Screech, you're good. If you're Barry White, you're dead. Yeah, so that game hates me and my bassy voice.
And Rock Band had a lot more poppy songs too. So that
Rock
helped
Band's
out.
song selection was part of what made it so great. There was so much good stuff you could play.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I still prefer my metal from Guitar Hero. The older
Hey,
songs.
I like
Towards the
I
end.
like Guitar Hero a lot, man. I own a lot of them. You know, a lot of times I was playing just myself. It was Guitar Hero, but yeah, for the parties, man, Rock Band parties were big around my house for a couple years there,
Ah.
and it was absolute chaos when you involve alcohol and all them corded instruments in the first one. Oh
the
man,
chords.
yeah, not a good mix.
Oh man. The best thing is if you can't hear the music, like if you're just some guy walking by like a room with people playing, and they had it on like low, so all you hear is like the paddle of the drums. You're like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is that sound? The clicking of the controllers, and then this off-tune guy trying to keep in tune. It's like, what the fuck is this mess?
Yeah,
Yes,
bad
tone
rock
deaf
band
in here?
a bad rock band could be really bad. Never had too much trouble with that. Everybody was pretty competent, but everybody was pretty smart about what they wanted to do too. So
Yeah.
yeah, like you wouldn't catch me singing because I knew I couldn't do it. So I'm made to talk to people like this, baby.
Wow. Not even going to comment on
Yeah, you better not, because I'm gonna definitely play the race card if you do.
that. Oh man. I was never good with the Rock Band controller for whatever reason.
They are very different controllers, aren't they? Yeah, it's weird. There were things I liked about the Rock Band guitar, and then there were things I liked about the Guitar Hero guitar, but like I liked how much lighter the Rock Band guitar was. It was like you didn't feel any tug from it or anything. Like it was
Yeah.
it was light and smooth, and I liked the second fret bar down at the bottom. You know.
And it was flush, like the whole
Yeah.
bar was
yeah.
all one. You didn't have the raised buttons, which was nice.
Yes. It was a lot less painful on my fingertips, but
Mhm.
the
Just
Guitar
slide
Hero
down.
the Guitar Hero guitar is always one for me with the better strum bars.
Yes, that I do
Yeah.
agree with.
They were a lot thicker. They felt a lot less like they were gonna snap from using them, and yeah, they felt more durable. And they were clickier too, and I liked that because I would get that feedback from them.
Oh yeah, they did do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that more distinct clicking feeling when I would strum it would really help me with my accuracy.
Mhm.
It just sucked that like Rock Band had it all right though, with like the Rock Band music store and all, and like all your stuff carrying over and.
Yeah,
Again,
that's nice.
Yeah, like if they just could have got that stuff implemented into Guitar Hero, that would have been so cool.
Well, they had the music store, but it wasn't. They didn't have as much as Rock Band had, and it came in late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did get the Metallica album day one. That was pretty awesome.
Yep.
I remember I was pretty hyped for that. I was like, man, like day and date. I was like, is this the future? Like, are new albums gonna come out and just be day and date in the game? Like, and then it turned out that the music games kind of blew up not long after that.
Yeah. They died pretty quick.
Yeah, they were like printing money for a few years there, though, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anything else on Rock Band?
I don't know. I like they had like such a wide variety. You can transfer all your songs over. So I don't know. I was more of a Rock Band guy, but I like the Guitar Hero instruments. Weird, but
Yeah, I like the Guitar Hero drum set better.
I never played the Guitar Hero drum set. I was like, I only need one, and I have one, so I'm done. Yeah.
I think what was that World Tour that it came out on? Oh, the selection for songs on that one was really good too.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't comment on the drum kit for that. I remember getting the game. I can't remember any of the songs that are in it.
I can remember a lot of them.
It's all a blur now. They all just kind of meld together.
My favorite was when they had the 3 set of Tool songs. I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you so much for doing this.
Oh, was World Tour the one where like Ozzy would come out on stage and sing with you, and Jimi Hendrix was in it even though he was dead?
Yeah, Ozzy, Jimi Hendrix.
Okay. Yeah, now I'm remembering.
Billy Corgan.
Yeah.
And the dude from Black Label Society.
Oh, Zach Wilde.
Zach Wilde, yeah. I think there was somebody else. Was there somebody else? Slash. Slash was the other one.
And Slash will just do any game, won't he?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Guitar Hero World Tour was when I was like, yep, these are the songs that I want to play. This is it, guys. I'm done now. I don't need any more.
Yeah. All right. So, Chris, you got another game for us?
Yeah, we can do GoldenEye.
Ah, yes. I did not put that one on my list, but probably should have.
Yeah, GoldenEye is great.
We could call it GoldenEye / Perfect Dark, if you want.
We can do that, but I've never played Perfect Dark with more than like 2 people.
Every now and then you meet people who are like, yeah, I never played GoldenEye, but I loved Perfect Dark, you know.
That's crazy.
I was kind of the opposite. Like, I came to GoldenEye a bit late, so, like, by the time I got around to it, like, Perfect Dark was on the way, so I ended up spending more time playing Perfect Dark than GoldenEye.
Ah.
Also, with the bots, I was able to play when people weren't around, so it was, like, kind of a party for myself.
I mean, I love Perfect Dark, don't get me wrong, but I've never had more than 2 people playing.
Really?
Go.
I like the bots where you could face people and bots at the same time.
Yeah, that was nice. That fucking laptop gun.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And GoldenEye has some good... Surprisingly, there wasn't a lot of rage in that one, but it was everyone picking odd jobs, so that was
Yeah, it was also that controller was so shitty that, like, everybody just blamed their death on that. Like, this damn controller.
Yep.
Why is the analog stick in the middle? Who thought this was a good idea?
That controller worked for what it, for what it was.
It was awesome because it brought us analog sticks, so
Yeah.
good
Very
enough.
true. Very
It's not
true.
like not like there was something better, like 2 analog sticks where you'd be like, you know what, like it was the first time they ever had anything, so I don't know.
Well, once I got my hands on the DualShock, it was like, oh, fuck that thing, Nintendo's like... Like, but until that point, it was just like, this is awesome. Like,
Yep.
yeah. I was like, it's a joystick. I remember for like the first couple of years, it was out calling it a joystick, like, because that's exactly what my brain analoged it to, like.
That's what it was.
Basically, yeah.
Yep.
It was just a tinier version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so like GoldenEye, like what map, man?
Oh, dude, I don't remember the map names.
Ah, okay.
I'm trying to think. What was it? Oh, man. I might have to look this one up. I'm trying to remember the map name.
All I know is I like to play a Zod Job.
Yeah.
The resort? No, what's that name?
What was that one that kind of looked like it was like an office building almost?
Complex?
Yeah, that one was pretty legit.
That was the one I played a lot.
Yeah,
Complex
I
was the one.
think that was the kind of the standard play.
Yep.
And then there's the one that had like the bathroom and like
It's that one that had the hidden wall
yeah.
where you could just hide in the wall and nobody can see you because it looks like a vent.
Yeah.
Just pretty much walk in there until somebody comes in. But because this was the day of the screen peek, people just look at you and like, oh, that's where he is, and just walk in and shoot you.
He's like, how'd you know I was there? I saw you, you know. Screen peeking sucks.
Yep. Good thing we have online now, guys.
Yeah, because now things are so much better. I mean, everybody's nice and cordial, and
Yeah, everyone seems to know
nobody
my mom.
DCs.
It's pretty cool.
Like, think about that. You could not disconnect. Like,
No, you
No.
couldn't rage quit on people.
yeah, because
Oh,
like
man.
everybody you were quitting on was right there. Like, they'd be like, "What are you doing? Stop being a bitch." Like, go grab a Mountain Dew and get your ass back over here. You know, like you couldn't just go find another match. Like, screw you guys, I'm going across the street playing with Dave. Like, you know, like you couldn't do that because Dave was right there with you. Like, you know.
Oh, man.
I'd still do it though.
Taking my controller with me.
Oh man, taking my ball and going home.
Your other controller, you're like, I'm taking that too.
Dude, don't leave us the Mad Catz controller.
Oh, dude, Mad Catz for 64 had the worst joysticks. They were all like, I want to say jelly. That it just felt so odd and just not right. Like I think they tried to make it smooth and it just did not work.
I think that's
Oh,
like
man.
99% of Mad Catz controllers. It doesn't feel right.
They mostly they had like fake buttons. Like you press the button and nothing would happen. Is what I remember the most.
Yeah.
You're just like, I'm pressing the trigger. There's no bullets firing. Turbo's on. My bad, guys. Let me switch that off. Yep. Good old Mad Catz. They had good memory cards though.
Yeah.
Yep.
They had like a 0.01% chance of corrupting your data.
Oh no, yeah. Jeez.
Remember people used to tell me that? I'm like, oh, okay, I'll watch out.
Oh man.
Yeah. But, I mean, GoldenEye, I used to play that a lot more. I mean, I played with friends, but I played it at like family get-togethers. We used to have it hooked up all the time for like Christmas and stuff. And, you know, Perfect Dark was more of like what I played with like Andrew, Robert, and I think you. I don't know if you were there when we were playing.
I don't think I played Perfect Dark with you guys. I only played with my cousin.
It had that like a bunch of really ridiculous weapons. Like you could like see through walls with one.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Bar scope or something. And it had
Just
like
stand in a corner.
Yeah, and I think it didn't it have like a gun or like a thing you could set up where it was like an auto turret almost or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think so.
It was kind of the first game that actually had like equipment that you could like throw out and like have it, do stuff to people. Like I guess GoldenEye had the bombs and like in
Yeah, the
proximity
proximity
mines.
mines. Yeah. But I just remember that gun in Perfect Dark where you just like, if you found it, there was no more running. You would just stand and find people through the walls and then shoot them.
I remember one game I got so frustrated because like everybody, like all three players against me, the first person they would see would be me, and I was playing with Joan, like the main character or whatever. I can't remember her name, but
Yeah.
she was wearing a trench coat, and every time they would go to look through the scope, there would be my trench coat, and yeah, like I couldn't like I've never seen that happen before, but just I was just slaughtered the whole game.
Oh man.
I swear, even I looked through my scope and I saw myself.
Okay, so GoldenEye. I feel like we spent more time talking about controllers and other things than we did about GoldenEye on that one.
I think most of the time you just have to mention it. Everyone's like, "Oh man, that game."
Yeah, memories. Okay.
Oh, dude.
Drew,
Before we
you
move
got
on,
what's that? Okay.
before we move on, the golden gun in GoldenEye was, I hated that mode.
Me and you both, sir.
There was
Garbage.
no competition in that.
If you had the golden gun or odd job, game over.
Yep.
But yeah, I do have a game that you probably I don't know I'm gonna guess you guys have never heard of before, but it's called Dokapon Kingdom. I posted a link to the chat. It's basically like a Mario Party game where it's like it has the map and you go through the board, but it's a combination of like a turn-based RPG. So like when you land on spaces, you can buy things from shops like weapons or potions or things like that, and you land on spaces and you like turn-based fight enemies, and you can fight the other players in the game. But your goal is to like go around and free these kingdoms that are taken over by monsters. And yeah, it's ridiculous. But you screw like your whole like you screw over the other people in the game so much that I think even on the box it says this game can ruin friendships. But it's a really great game. It was on PS2 and Wii.
Interesting.
I have it on both because I'm weird like that. But
I've never heard of that game. But
Yeah.
any game that threatens to end friendships is always a good game.
if I didn't work at GameStop, I probably wouldn't have ever heard of this game. But it's fantastic. Yeah, I don't know.
Relationship counseling not included.
Nope. Yeah, it's I don't know. Hopefully my description basically was the game, but it has a lot of different maps and stuff. But I played it a few times and it gets pretty heated. So
Dokapon.
yeah,
What a name.
yeah, crazy.
Yeah, that's a different one, man. I definitely did not have that on my list. Looks kind of neat though, and it's an Atlas game, so their stuff's usually pretty solid.
Yeah, I think every episode, I think I have one game that just really random, but no, it's a good game.
Okay. Well, I got one to add to the list, and this one is not Nintendo,
What?
and it's one of the ones that gets really funny because the alcohol levels have a lot to do with the quality of the game, and that's DDR.
Oh god damn it.
Oh boy.
Little Dance Dance Revolution, man.
Nah.
Now, I always love this game for parties because in the sober time of the party, uh, the game is okay. And then there's a lot of tentativeness and, the game is not at its best. And then in the buzzed era of your party, things really start to get good. People's motor skills are still good enough to keep up, but everybody relaxes to that point where they get better. And some people even hit that like magical point where they get better at the game than they would if they were sober. And then what happens is once you get to the had too many to drink portion of your party, it just turns into somebody's going to end up hurting themselves, which can also be kind of funny. Yeah.
Face first into the TV. Yeah.
Yeah, not
Good
that.
times.
But like they'd like tear their ACL or something, like writhe on the ground in pain. It's okay. Like,
Oh, that'd be the worst, man.
yeah.
Trying to explain to people how your ACL was torn. I was playing DDR.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. What were you doing, man?
It was this Japanese techno song, and I couldn't keep up.
I just couldn't keep
My body doesn't move that fast. Yeah. I don't know. I remember some great parties with a bunch of people dancing or not dancing. Some people just do the robotic foot stomps. Like the whole upper body stays completely still and only the feet move.
That's insane.
Yeah. That's very much me.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. I can't help it, man.
I was terrible at that game.
It's all analytics, man. No rhythm required.
I think that's what happens, man. That's what happens. I got a little rhythm, try to make it. It's like, nope, that's not how this game works, man. That's not how it works.
Yeah, that is always like, you see people who are good at first-person shooters, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, they got good twitchy reflexes, they know their maps and stuff. It's impressive, but it's okay, like I'm not like, man, wish I could do that. Like I could care less, When I see somebody who's like really good at DDR, I'm like, God damn it, how do you do that? Like that doesn't seem physically possible. Like
It's this whole idea of like hand-feet coordination or eye-feet coordination. Like,
yeah.
I can't do that. My body wasn't meant for that, man.
Or it's just like, how does your brain pick out all the individual things coming down at once? Like, like there's a difficulty level I would hit in that game where I was just like, there's too much shit too close together. I can't process it any further. Like, I'm done.
There's a few videos online of these guys in arcades playing both players and doing it like ridiculous. I'm like, no, that's not even fun anymore, man.
Yeah, I know. Like, that's a job at that point. But
You definitely studied this game and figured out everything. Like, that's ridiculous.
yeah. Oh, man. I don't know. I always liked that one. And that was good because that was always an easy one to get the girls to do, too.
Yep.
That and Rock Band were real easy to pull them into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You got anything else, man?
No, I'm all out of party games.
Drew, you got anything else? Like this might be a little more related to our friends, but I don't know. We used to play like World of Warcraft as like a party and like actually together in the same place. So I mean, you could
Oh
think
yes.
like a 4-player like a Boulder's Gate. Not Boulder's Gate, that was only 2, but Champions of Norath or like.
Yeah, I had
Oh,
champions on my list.
Yeah. Forgot about champions.
That's a smaller get together, but that was still a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, 4 players, 1 system, and just endless opportunity.
Yeah, that was a little less of a party game and more of an all-nighter kind of game.
Yeah.
Yep.
More
I
like
could never hang with people, man.
It was more of a party in the sense of like like with World of Warcraft, like an online party, like I don't know, things like that. But I guess for the multi-tap and 4 players on PS2, that was a small party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we had a
hey,
few.
when you're doing an all-nighter, what's the most dangerous thing?
Wait, what did you just say?
What is the most dangerous part of any all-nighter?
Not sleeping.
No. Loading screens.
Dozing off in a loading
Yup,
screen.
because when you get to that point of being so tired, all you need is like 5 seconds of not activity to just that's it. Eyes closed and it's over.
Oh,
Windows is shutting down.
Yeah, and then I would say like sorry to list a whole bunch here, but I'd say Counter-Strike would be a good one too. Getting a bunch of people with their computers together and just playing Counter-Strike for hours. Such.
Oh, you know what? We used to do that in our computer hardware class.
Yeah.
Everyone was just playing Counter-Strike the whole time. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never played Counter-Strike. I'm not a big shooter guy, and then you get into PC shooters, and then I'm completely gone. Like, say,
Original Xbox. Just not as
What?
good.
was it for Xbox? I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I think the
original
first one was, yeah.
Yeah, I used to play that all the time during like online. Like one of the few like that and Halo. I'd switch between. So.
Okay. Yeah, I can't really say much about it. Let's see. I got a couple things left on the list. I definitely wanted to give a shout out to Mario Golf, Mario Tennis.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know that they fall in that same kind of vein as like Mario Kart and Smash Bros and all that, but it was just golf and tennis are pretty easy things for people to pick up and play.
Mm-hmm.
And those games especially, and we spent a lot of time playing them goddamn things. You'd always hate when you'd be like, yeah, what course you want to do Mario Golf? Like, let's do the last one. Then everybody's like 25 over par, and it's just miserable. It's like, why are we torturing ourselves like this?
It's fun watching other people in misery.
That's true. Other people's misery is funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so wanted to definitely say something about that. Here's an odd one, and I got this strange feeling Drew might know this one. Pac-Man Verse.
Yeah.
Did you ever play with the link cable? Like,
Yeah, I've played it once at a friend's house, but I didn't play it a whole lot. But I know I had one set of friends that were like, "You gotta try this."
yeah, that was one I really liked, man. It was just really cool the cat and mouse kind of game that it was, And for anybody unfamiliar, Pac-Man Verse, it was a GameCube game, and basically I think it was only 3 players, maybe 4 could be the ghosts, and then 1 player, I think it was only 3, because I think you had to plug the Game Boy Advance into the other port. But yeah, 1 player would basically be Pac-Man, and they played on the Game Boy Advance, and on their screen they could see the whole map.
Okay.
The other 3 players played as ghosts and tried to catch Pac-Man, but their map was super zoomed in, so they could only see the immediate area around them.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And then there were all kinds of like little things where if you were a ghost and you picked up a piece of fruit, then your map would zoom out.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
so you would have a better chance of seeing where Pac-Man was, so you could go get him. But as Pac-Man, you could. It was really clever how they did it, and it wasn't impossible to win as Pac-Man, but it wasn't easy either. Like there was a really good balance there.
Huh. I've never even heard of this.
Yeah, it was really cool, very ahead of its time, but very cumbersome because one, you couldn't buy the game solo. I think you had to buy it with Pac-Man Land 2, and it was like a throw-in disc with it.
Okay.
and then you had to have a Game Boy Advance, then you had to have a link cable, you know, then you had to have the 3 controllers, and, you know, like there was a lot of logistics to it, but if you could get it all set up and play, it was pretty cool. Yeah, and then it did this thing after you would win, like if you won as Pac-Man, it would then have you like switch with a ghost. So it would show you like who to pass the Game Boy to and whose controller to take. You know.
Sucks to grab the one guy with the sweaty palms.
Oh yeah, it does.
What? Oh, come on, man.
Towels handy, people. Yeah. Yeah, so that was just a neat kind of thing, and then they redid that with what was it, Mario Chase in Nintendo Land? It's basically the same thing.
Never heard of that either.
Never played that one.
Yeah, it's basically hide and seek.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, and Mario on the gamepad can see everything, but the people trying to find him can only like see in the direction they're looking, and there's like lots of high walls and like stuff you can hide behind as Mario. There's like other things in that one where like there's like high points, so you can try to go up to the high point to get a better view of your surrounding area to try to find where Mario is.
Okay.
But in that one, unlike Pac-Man, where it's like Pac-Man, you got to get all the pellets to complete the board. In Mario Chase, if you can just stay in the same spot, like if nobody moves around to try to find you, you don't ever have to move. So yeah. So like you can't just stay up high all day, like waiting for Mario to peek his head out, because like if nobody forces him out of his hiding spot, he won't move. So. Yeah. And then once you find Mario, you got to chase him and tackle him. Yeah. So, I like the Mario chase. I like games like that. I like that. You know what I mean? That like 1 versus 3 dynamic stuff. When it's done right, it really works well.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think this was pretty good. So we had Mario Party. Rock Band, GoldenEye, Halo, Wii Sports, Mario Kart, Dance Dance Revolution, Smash Bros, and then a bunch of other things like Mario Golf and Tennis, Dokapon Kingdom, Pac-Man Verse, Champions of Norath. So I think everybody should be good for their parties if they decide to have one this weekend, or any following weekend, you know. The snow is for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to say before we get out of here?
Nah.
Drew, how are things going with the mid-game streamers?
I need to start doing it by myself. My co-host has been very, like, his schedule's been really ridiculous, so I'm going to be probably just kind of starting to do it by myself, so...
Dude, co-hosts are the fucking worst.
Yes, they.
But it's not really his fault, so I'm not mad. I'm gonna start doing it by myself, or maybe find another co-host. So we'll figure it out.
Okay. Yeah, what have you been doing on there recently?
The last thing we streamed some One Piece Pirate Warriors 3. So it's kind of like a Dynasty Warriors type game with One Piece characters. It goes over like all 700 episodes up to date.
Jeez.
I mean, I guess they kind of changed the end because when they released it, it wasn't quite out to where they are now. But it's not as long as you think it would be, but it's a fun kind of Dynasty Warriors hack and slash game. So. But not sure what we're gonna do next, or what I'm gonna stream next. But I probably should have been doing The Witcher, so people will watch me fail at making decisions.
Oh man!
Might as well just start digging holes in towns right now. So.
Oh, that's okay, man. It's not about the millions of lives that are lost. It's about the one life you can save.
Yep, pretty much.
Is that backwards?
No, that's how they thought back then.
Oh, okay, okay.
I mean, dude, they didn't have cell phones. Like, nobody was gonna find out it was his fault.
Yeah, there's some houses that have blood stained, just Witcher's faults, you know.
Yeah.
I wish Bethesda games followed that same idea. Like, if I kill this guy, how does everyone know? There's nobody here.
Dude, you're talking about one of my biggest peeves with goddamn Skyrim.
Everybody like figures it out somehow. Like you'll go to like all the way across the map. They're like, you did that.
Yeah, I remember you. It was like, how the fuck do you? It's the first time I came to the city.
They need to just make a new clan, and it's like the TMZ clan, and you can do their quest line where, you know, you're using these magical, like, what are the soul gems? Yeah, you're filling soul gems with video of people doing stuff all around the kingdoms, you know.
You're just sneaking around and watching
man.
stuff.
Yeah. Because without TMZ, I don't know how they know I murdered that dude off in the mountains all by our two selves. Like, yeah.
The funny thing is, though, they react harsher when you kill a chicken than they do when you kill a person.
Yeah, man. It's like, dude, it's dinner. What's the big deal?
It's my fucking food, man. Bunch of fat ass lords. That's what that is.
I don't know. It's probably because you committed a foul.
Oh my god.
Oh, coming strong with the dad jokes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That was good though. That was actually quality.
It was pretty bad, actually. Let's see. You don't gotta try to help me out here.
Dad jokes are the best when they just come out of nowhere, man.
Yeah.
Gives you that good chuckle.
Yeah, that or the face palm. It's usually one or the other.
I think those are the best results you can get. You know, you're not getting much. You're not getting like a stadium-filled laughter. No, it's all you want is that chuckle or that face palm.
Yeah, the chicks ain't stripping down because you're popping dad jokes. That's it. Oh man. All right, this is just we're getting out into the weeds here. Let's wrap this thing up. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us a little earlier than usual. Enjoy your weekend. If you have a party, we just gave you all the games you need to play, so go find and buy all that shit right now. You know where to find us every week: YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher, and a lot of those miscellaneous podcast services. Just do a little search, Collective Gamescast. You can check out the website, collectivegc.com. We host a podcast over there for you also. You can find us on Twitter at @TheCollectiveGC. You can find me on Twitter at the Malgadar, Malgadar. Tweet me something cool. And you can find Chris on Twitter at ChrisBCGC. Tweet him dick pics. And,
oh man.
Okay, never mind. Don't do that. Send him pictures of cool microbrews.
Useless pictures. I can't drink it.
I know that's the beauty of it, man.
Frothy goodness. Nope.
I said tweet me something cool. I'm gonna probably get a bunch of tweets of like ice and snow and shit, like
ball sacks
that read like -12 centigrade or something.
Post up some ball sacks. Yeah.
That's not cool. That's like hairy and fleshy. I didn't say that.
It's like that Arrested Development one. Like, we think we found Saddam on this map.
It's balls.
This is balls.
And with that, we're out.